Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Unfortunately, I'm leaving tonight for vacation, about a couple hours here. And wouldn't you know it, I got sick. I'm like, are you kidding me? Frickin', I've been, healthy for, well, like what, 3 weeks now? No, about a month, about 2 months here. And of course, the day that I'm leaving, I have to get a head cold. I'm all stuffed up, my throat is sore, I've got a whopping headache, so I'm probably going to play like turds, because I'm all drugged up. But we have Tank Destroyer weekend going on this weekend. And I just wanted to inform everybody that's been faithful watching, I am going to be taking a 2-week break here. I'm going to go on vacation, as I said, for 2 weeks. So I will be back, like the first week of September will be the first video up. I have an IS review that I'll be putting up next week, but there will be no premium review next weekend or the following weekend, so the last 2 weeks of August, unless I can find some way to get it done with the Mac that I'm taking. Maybe I will take my mic kit and stuff, but I'm going to be in a little condo with all my kids, so we'll see how that goes. If I can, I will, but probably not. So if you don't see a lot of action, it's because I'm on vacation, and I will be back. Don't panic. Don't unsubscribe, because I will be returning. So it's Tank Hunters weekend. I have, I believe, all of the premium tank destroyers that are on sale. So we're going to take a look at them. Tiers 6 and 7 are 30% off. Tiers 1 through 5, of course, really 2 through 5, 3 through 5 actually, are 50% off. And there's some good deals here. If you've been waiting to get the SU-85i, now is your time to do it. They're giving also a 25% off camo sale, so if you want to gold paint your tanks, now would be a good time to do it. Though I prefer the 50% off, but that's how it goes. So we're going to do a scramble tonight. For the sake of time, because I need to get this video processed and uploaded before I leave. So we're just going to go and run battles and talk while we run the battle. So it's not going to be real in-depth reviews. However, most of these tanks I have done full reviews for. I think I still need to do the SU-100Y. But everything else I think I've done a full 2 battle review. So anyway, off we go. I can almost guarantee I'm going to be getting some love from the arty on this one. They love this tank because it's so slow. So yeah, AT-15A, slow tank, has the same gun as the Tier 6 AT-8. Also the same gun that's on the TOG, same rate of fire, same pretty much everything that those tanks have. It's an okay gun. I believe it sports 144 pen, but I could be wrong about that. It might be, oops, sorry. Go ahead. But it could be a little bit higher than that. But yeah, it's, and here, of course, you see this sucks. This tiering is going to really suck. Unfortunately, this is the battle that we're getting, so sorry, guys. This does see Tier 9, obviously no preferential matchmaking. So you see Tier 7, 8, and 9. One of the cool things about this tank is this. Check out that gun traverse. It's pretty sweet. Also, decent gun depression. Okay camo values. Great armor from a distance. Not good close up, but it's good from a distance. You will, especially if you can angle like this and hit, you will do a lot of damage. So, and you'll bounce a lot of shots.
Enemy armor is hit.
Wow. That dude got bonked. So now I'm probably spotted, but I'm going to hold still. I'm a long way off, so hoping. What is our T-54E? Dang it. People make it all the way up to Tier 9 and they still do silly things. I don't know. He probably didn't realize all those tanks were over there, but this is not good. The T-44 is going to die too. They just went too far. They're all below the ridge level. That was just... Our T-95 is going to bite it. I don't know that I've been spotted yet. Unfortunately, this crew does not have Sixth Sense yet. So yeah, if you like the low and slow British style tank destroyer, this is okay. Unfortunately, the gun does kind of hamper it, especially in a high tier battle like this. It really is not a good thing to be in a tier 9 battle with a gun with 144 pen, especially in a tank that's definitely not going to flank.
Enemy is hit.
However, it's fast firing, that's for sure.
Enemy hit.
But yeah, no pen. Hopefully I'm hitting. I'm not getting any hits yet, so I don't think I've been spotted. And that's one of the nice things about the smaller gun. This smaller gun will afford you some stealth, because when you fire, you don't always get spotted because it's small. Obviously, the larger the caliber, I believe, the more chance of getting spotted you have. But in this case, it's a pretty tiny little gun. This is not good. It's like, what were these guys doing, man? Yeah, bad. Did the T-95 die? Whoops. Well, now they all know I'm here. That was stupid. And of course you can see this thing is just so slow.
We didn't even scratch them.
Yeah, I can't pen these high-tier tanks.
Enemy armor is hit.
Yep. Well,
Reload. This vehicle has had it.
I pushed too far. Whatever. You know, what are you going to do? Nobody's scouting. We need to get this thing moving, so I figured if I move up, I'll sacrifice my little crappy tank for getting some lights, and it worked. So we just killed 2 tanks because I spotted them. So, sucks, but I figured that would happen. So, yeah, so this tank, you know what? I like it. I don't really have any, like, bad thoughts about it. It doesn't make a ton of money. And it sucks, like I said. In a tier 9 battle, you're really kind of useless. Though I did damage a lot of tanks, so I did bounce a lot of shots. Well, not a lot of shots, but I bounced as many as I penetrated. So it's a small gun for this tiering. But if you're in tier 7, you know, gosh, I feel bad. The last 2 or 3 times I've done a video of this tank, it's turned into this kind of thing going on. So someday maybe I'll get a good one and I'll post it in the Luckies. But I don't run this tank much, honestly. And especially when you consider the AT-7A is just, I mean, leaps and bounds better than this tank. So, yeah, you could use this to grind credits, but I have more fun playing the AT-7A. And honestly, I make more money in the AT-7A because, or not the A, but the AT-7. Because the AT-7 is incredible. You do so much damage with the AT-7 in that gun. It's got like 215 pen and does 200 damage every time you hit. It's a wicked, wicked gun. So this tank just pales in comparison, and it's sad that you make more money in a non-premium tank than in a premium tank, but that's just how it goes. So it looks like we're going to win this one. So we're going to move on to the next battle. I'll show you the results once we get out. Interesting thing, since the patch 9.2, I've noticed that a lot of my tanks are getting bottom tiered all the time. This is one of them. In fact, as you saw with the AT-7, like every battle I get into, I'm bottom tier. I don't know why that is, but whatever. You deal with it. This is the Dickermax. Basically means fat max because it's a big fat tank. This is kind of the predecessor to those Nashorn / PZFL4 or whatever. This guy was the only one of those lines that you could get, and you got him as a premium. And it still remains a premium tank, though I imagine the Nashorn is pretty much the same thing. Though I don't know. I haven't gotten to the Nashorn yet, so I really like this tank. Decent rate of fire. Mega damage, does about 300 damage a hit, though it is kind of low penetration, and really good gun depression, so you can really use the terrain to kind of spider and fire. That's what we'll be doing. We have 2 artilleries on their team. Once again, bad feelings. But yeah, this is a good tank overall. I really do like this one. So I'm going to back down. Don't need to be this far exposed. Hopefully they don't see me yet. Why is that 12T stopping? That was strange. It's one of those guys like me that just don't get the scout roll. Oh, you're not supposed to stop to shoot? What? Wow, a lot of lag. That's the indicator just came up saying he was killed. So we've lost our eyes. Just love it when a scout YOLOs. And nothing. We need some eye. And of course, our scout is dead, so probably won't be seeing anything. But Now, this crew does have 6th sense, I believe. And I'm spotted. And I missed. Great. Get down below the ridgeline. Yeah, gotta push him back. I'm gonna have this Hellcat coming up my back here in a minute. Keep my bottom not exposed. This is usually a good position, but right now... There, okay. Now that that guy's dead, this position just got better. Hellcat, come on out. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Crapsicles. So far, it's a pretty even game. Artillery's got eyes for that Hellcat. I don't want to be too exposed. Yeah, the Dickermax is one of my favorite tank destroyers. It's a classic glass cannon. You know, no armor really, but decent amount of damage, good camo. Yep. There we go. That'll make him cry a little bit. Okay, that tiger. Nope. Uh-oh. I'm exposed. Is that a little cannon? I need to move because that artillery is going to be coming down. They all know I'm here. This sucks. Oh, somebody got the Hellcat. And their artillery's tied up now a little bit. Who spotted me? Thinking that T-34-1 or... Oh gosh. These teams. I don't want to... Wow, did you see that already hit? That was intense. Oh no, I'm surrounded. I get down here and I can out camo this dude. I'm trying to get in the bushes. Come on. This is bad. Oh, actually, we're winning though. Hey, I'm just gonna scope this out. He doesn't see me yet. I'm just gonna let him think he's safe. Unfortunately, I had to break cover there to get my gun because I think he's gonna come out over here. Looks like we got it though. Oh. Oh, and that's the downside with this gun. It's not, like I said, not the greatest penetration. Really? 2 bounces? Crap. Nice. Nice T-25. I did okay on that battle. That's how you play this tank. You really cannot get aggressive. So we should have some results to look at here. Let's look at the AT-15A first. So, yeah, actually, you know, here's the difference, though. You know, I didn't live very long in this battle. We can see, because it's Tier 7, it made a little bit more money. A lot less experience. In fact, let's look at the detailed report. I did. I guess I had 4 penetrations on 5 hits. That's not bad. This guy should be about the same, actually. 6 penetrations, 5 hits. So 1 more hit, 2 more shots fired. Obviously did a lot more damage. I did bounce that shot from the A44, which was nice. Yeah, and the team score did really poorly. And this is honestly, with the AT-15A, this is where I find myself most of the time. I'm being honest with you. I'm usually in the lower half of the team score. You just can't dish out the damage that the other tank destroyers can. So you will not be... Now, this was a Tier 8 battle, or Tier 9 battle, so... Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some tanks that are going to do way more damage. If you're the top tier, you're going to do more. But even so, I don't do really well in this tank. So I like it, but I don't... It's not a performer. Comparatively, look at the Dickermax. Yeah. Just because the gun does so much more damage. Now, the penetration's about the same. Let's take a look here. The pen on this gun, the average is 167. It's not bad. 169, I'm sorry. But it's not great either, especially when you're going up against Tier 9 tanks, or Tier 8 tanks, I'm sorry. No preferential matchmaking, by the way. So you're going to see Tier 8 with this. You're going to see Tier 9 with this. This gun, ouch, 150 on the pen, or 171. I thought it was lower than that. Okay, so I was wrong. So this actually has pretty high penetration at 171. That's still kind of sucky at Tier 7, but it's doable. It's definitely usable. So we're tier down and a couple penetrations lower, but much more alpha damage. So you can do a lot more with this tank if you do it. And the shells are not bad. Now the downside too is you can only carry 26 rounds, so that can be a problem too. But this is a really great tank. I love the Dickermax, and I like the AT-15A, but you have to like that slow style. This is definitely the better of the two of them. So, not that this is a competition. We're looking at all of them. So, let's go ahead and move to the next one. Oh, I should know this, but I don't. The website, there's people saying that this tank gets preferential matchmaking. So, I'm going to go with that. It's a Tier 7 tank, so it'll see Tier 7 and 8 if that's true. But I think I remember being in Tier 9 battles. So I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I looked it up and people are saying, oh, pref matchmaking, but I don't think I remember. I think it goes into Tier 9 battles. Anyway, we have a Tier 7 battle here. People say this is the king of, you know, like, some guys love this tank, some guys love the SU-122. This tank is faster than the SU-122. It does not have the alpha. We are completely alone. This is heartbreaking. Wow, this team is going to suck. So, we're going to be the throwaway tanks, I guess. This is a fun tank. It's fast. And it's got good camo. It's small. But the downside is it's also no armor. Crappy gun. Though it fires really fast. You can run yourself out of ammo pretty quickly with this gun. I'm leaving. Oh, spotted. Yep, bounced. Need to get out of here. This is really not good. Yeah, the gun is... Get out of here. And I can't go out there because... this team... T20 is doing a notable job. Surprised he hasn't died yet. He hasn't even got hit yet, so their team must be sucking, but weren't they just up here? I feel like those dudes were up here, and I'm trying to come to... Oh, great. Spotted by the Tog. Or the Tog probably will run me over, but... He's going to hit me again before I get over this crest. Come on. Oh, dang it. But I just got to leave those Togs behind. I can't really do anything about it. He won't even turn before I kill him. Yeah, so that's how you got to play this tank. No armor, but it's fast, so you can really whip around and cause problems. And I can't believe they killed those two heavies. Is there still a heavy there? I'm just in shock. Nope. Get down, get down, get down. Oh, dag nabbit. KV3. Did they kill that T-20 yet? No. Try to help this dude. Oh boy. Get under his gun. Oh, the Togs are going to kill me. Watch it. He's going to kill me. No. 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 Oh. No, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Get him. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Oh. Wow. Oh, no, our base. I'm evil. The Hellcat's coming back. You know I have to go back. So I'm going to resurrect my spotter. Because I have no health left. So I'm going to have to spot and not try to kill, because otherwise I'm going to get shellacked. Now these guys are smart. They've gone off base, so... Wow, that was a... And that's how the games are in this tank. If you don't find yourself breathing heavily, you're not playing the E25 right. You are going to have some really close calls. Sometimes you're going to get a lucky bounce. This is the essential. So if you're looking for heart-pounding fun in a tank, that's this tank for sure. If you want more of a... Well, but the SU, you know what, the SU-122-44, which is the direct competitor, also is heart-pounding fun. So, but that was just incredible. What a great battle. Trusting on luck. That's great. I seem to be slotted to make 30,000 credits every single battle, or 29,000 credits on every single battle tonight. Seemed like I played a lot harder than that, but okay. Yeah. This tank is not real high on damage. I would say your average damage is going to be between 800 and 1,200 damage, which, of course, that means you're not making as much money. But, and, of course, that kit that I used cost me some dough. But, yeah. Okay, so I checked online, and I wanted to double-check this, but the E25 does have preferential matchmaking, so you will not see Tier 9 with that tank. Now, the SU-122, its competitor, does not have pref matchmaking, so you will see Tier 9 with the SU-122. That kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's the SU-122 that tells you on a performance level this just can do more. So, but I love the E25. You saw how much fun that was, and I really was having a good time, obviously, yelling while I'm playing. So next we're going to take a look at the French FCM36 Pack 40. So the F36 Pack 40 is a Tier 3 monster. This is kind of what the Martyr 38T is to Tier 4. It does not get preferential matchmaking. You know, honestly, most of the tank destroyers don't. I think that's because they have better guns. So for its tier, I think it has over 100 pen on the gun, and it does about 115, 120 damage. So maybe it's 90 pen. We'll check after the battle. But this, you know, the downside to this tank is it is, as you can see here, slightly faster than the Tog. It's really slow. If you can't handle or don't like playing slow tanks, this is not the tank for you. That being said, the gun on this tank is very accurate at long distances, or fairly accurate. You will wing some shots off to the side, but this is a good tank destroyer. And this is... I don't know what it is about this map. So it's time to get into combat here because I don't have time. Bye. It's not unheard of in a Tier 3 battle for you to have at least 6 kills. I've gotten a lot of Top Guns in this tank, and a lot of people hate this tank because of that. It is kind of a Top Gun printer. Yep. But it looks like we've already got this team's number, so... Alright, let's see, Stewart. Now, camo obviously is a good thing to use. Unfortunately, I am just not... I never got to the spot where I could have camo. And that's one of the downsides of this tank. And of course, the gun depression too here. I can't get my gun down low enough to hit this guy sitting right out in the open. There, now we'll take some hits on him. Yeah, and you can see nice reload rate. Pretty hefty amount of damage. He's about to fix his track, so... Oh! Yep. Derped. Yeah, that happens. Tier 4 battle. But you can see there, I did some serious damage. Did what I could. We were completely open on that side, and our team... Whatever, but we're winning, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like this tank. I wish I could have played a little better, but like I said, I couldn't even get to cover, and that's one of the things that... Now, I should have probably been back behind that bush, because this does have good camo, so I just was trying to get up where I could get hits, and failed. And you saw there, I got one-shotted by the Stewart, which, of course, happens with this tank because it's a little tiny tank with no health. 180 health to start with, so you are very derpable. But I love this tank. And, in fact, just to prove it, because I feel bad that battle went so bad, but I don't have time to do another one. I have to get moving here. I'm going to show you my service record with this tank because, you know, it's so cheap. And if you like tank destroyers, look at this, 114 battles, 65% win rate. It's one of my highest percent win rate tanks. No, I don't have my mastery badge for it yet. That's surprising. Not a ton of experience per battle, but I've done 7 destroyed per battle, and this thing averages, let's see, almost 1.5 damage. It's hard to tell which one anymore. But the destruction ratio, damage ratio, look at the damage ratio on that, dude. 3.31. So I'm doing 3 times my, of course, then again. Look at that. So I've caused 44,000 damage, and I've received 13,000. So I'm tripling how much damage. I mean, that's just astounding. This vehicle is amazing. It really is a good tank. You just have to get used to the really slow pace, you know, and that's the one downside with it. And, you know, all these premium tanks have a downside, you know. They're not perfect. But the gun on this one is really good. In fact, let's take a look at the penetration, because I didn't know what that was. So that's probably an important stat. 98. That's plenty for Tier 3. That's absolutely a ton. And if you're in a Tier 3 battle, holy cow. I mean, you can even penetrate a KV with that, and I have. I've killed KVs with this tank. So, yeah, this is a great little tank. All right, next. Okay, the SU-85i. Decent camo. He's got a lot of flat spots and that nice big turret to hit. But if you stay back and fire, you know, this is a tank destroyer. It plays well as a tank destroyer. definitely in the Russian style of non-turreted tank destroyer gameplay. So if you like that type of tank, it's good. Now the downside is the gun is average on penetration. So in a battle like this, where you're going up against some tier 6 tanks, you're going to struggle a little bit. Now there aren't a ton, and actually the TOG will make a good target, but the pen I think is about 119, which is fairly low for a tier 5 tank destroyer, but it's not unheard of. And it's quite usable. Man, the teams, what are they? Look at this. I can't complain too much, though. We did win our last battle, even though it looked like this was going to happen. So I guess I'm going to kind of cover the back 9 if I can, since nobody's going this way. But yeah, I like this tank. It is awfully expensive for what it is. I think that they, getting it half off, I don't have the horsepower to get up and over. I guess I'll probably just have to turn, go this way. Come on. Come on. Considering it's double the cost of any other tier 5 premiums, it's definitely not performing that way. So I don't know what they think, but your chance right now is to get it half off, so you can get it for the price of a regular premium tank. And like I had speculated in my review before they released it in store, most likely this tank is going to be just a sign of what is really going to be happening with this line of tanks. They're all going to be that expensive from now on. So any new tier 5s that come out are going to be more costly. Just waiting for this dude to make a mistake. He's not very mobile. Rats. I'm probably spotted. Although, you know what? This crew has 6th sense, so... Dang it. Come on, get that gun down. That'll hurt you. Uh-oh. We're getting overrun. Yeah, this team is terrible. They completely collapsed. I'm gonna get out of here. Well, don't blame this tank. It's not my fault these guys sucked. Gonna have a little problems. Gonna have some problems with this dude. He's got good armor. And a lot of it for me. He's gonna wait for his buddy. So I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get surrounded from the right. Oh, perfect. He didn't wait, but I am going to get overrun here. I got to be fast. Come on. Okay. The Ram 2 is going to outgun me, so I probably am not going to survive this. Yeah, there goes 3,000 down the kettle. I probably shouldn't have even bothered putting the fire out. Yeah. Wow. Terrible team. What are you going to do? You win some, you lose some. I do like the Su-85i. Like you saw there. If you hang back, you get some kills. Can't do much about getting overrun, but even there, I just took out their tier 6 medium, but then once I got surrounded, there's nothing you can do. And really, having 2 artillery help is kind of under pressure. Anyway, so much for that. Less than stellar results, and of course nothing that was expected. And look at that, as bad as I played, I was the top 3rd score. I mean, just that shows you how bad of a team it was. Wow, just horrible. Okay, well, that happens, as you know. But yeah, I feel like this tank is definitely worthwhile. Just sucks that it costs so much. This is a terrible map for this tank. Whatever. It's like the 3rd battle I've tried to get with this one, and I'm out of time and out of patience. No gun depression. Really easy to hit. Fairly mobile. Huge. I mean, it's just not, you got a great gun, though. So if you can get on a map where... though they're getting few and far between, a map that's good for tank destroyers, you'll do pretty good on this. So, like, anything with an open field. These closed maps like this sucks. This really is a crappy map for this tank. And what are you going to do? I'm going to do the best I can, but I probably will end up getting killed. Plus, I'm at the bottom of the matchmaking, so... is a tier 7 battle. You do not get preferential matchmaking with this tank, so be aware of that. The camo is not terrible, but once you fire the gun, you are spotted, you know, so... Once you let this thing rip... He's got a lot of tank destroyers. Of course, it is tank destroyer weekend. But, been some pretty retarded players out... Sorry. Last couple battles have not been so good. I've just watched team after team disintegrate, and I'm like, why is it always my team that disintegrates? So I just must need to be playing better. Yeah. Now that's one of the things that sucks about this tank. You're gonna get some non-pens, and you're spending $1,000 a shot, and that's great. The Jag Panther pulled right in front of me. So now instead of doing damage, I just track the dude and. This team sucks. Hellcat's going toe-to-toe with the T-29 because why? And now I'm going to be put into the same position. But I don't want to be. Yeah, that's it. Pull him back. Come on. Yeah, that's great. And we fold again. Great. The good thing is I got this guy pinned if he goes anywhere. But then the bad thing is I'll probably just bounce the way things are going. Oh. This is bad. Don't get stuck here. I'm spotted. Yeah, that's cool. Pull out into it. And I rolled really low damage for this tank. And he'll get another shot off before I reload all the way, so I'm going to need to back. So he's ready. And I'm out. Okay. And that's what you got to do. I can't really go anywhere, though. This sucks. So, where's he going to come from? Who knows? Okay, now we know. Terrible driver, though. Jeez. Getting completely overrun on this side. If I could just wait. Come on, survive it. Come on. He shouldn't be able to roll that high, but that's cool. All right. Hopefully those guys will forget that I'm here. I'm reloading. This guy's getting abastinated. Hate to waste my shell on that, but I gotta do something to help, you know. Oh, this team, what the flip? Man, you couldn't give them this victory, you know? I mean, it's just like they threw it away. Well, it's going to be over here in a second, folks. But I'm going to do a little more damage before I call it quits. What a team. What a team. And I was one of the bottom tanks, too. I just... freaking unbelievable. Another 30,000. That was a great game for me. Terrible game for our team. 1,700 damage. I love this tank. Don't judge it by that game. And unfortunately, I've been the last, as you can see here, with, well, I don't know. The last couple games, the teams have just been crap. And of course, it's getting later in the evening, so I think everybody's coming home from getting on the computer after dinner. And there's some, I don't understand it. Why do I always get stuck on these teams? It's like I do everything I can, and you all live with it. We all do. We've all been there. Tonight's going to be that night, I guess. So last tank for the night, SG-122-44. Very controversial tank. I'll tell you why. Same gun as the IS. Same gun as the but it fires a lot faster. So it's the IS gun, but with a much faster rate of fire. IS-6 has the same gun, but once again, this fires faster. So you're firing every 6 seconds or so, I think. So let's see when it goes to load the bullets. And I have a really good crew, so that'll make a difference. But I am not liking this layout. This is not good. Yeah, a little bit over 6 seconds. That's not bad when you can do 300 damage. Now, the downside is you are pretty low on your penetration. At tier 7, 175 is not that bad, but for tank destroyer, it's pretty low at tier 7. But whatever. You learn to live with it. A lot of people feel, and the reason why this tank is controversial is they feel that it's overpowered. I don't know that it's overpowered because it's kind of sluggish. And the gun really is not great gun handling. With its poor aiming and poor, poor vision on the tank. It doesn't see that far. Mobility is just so-so. So you deal with some things. But then again, the gun, the rate of fire is unbelievable. And if you get into the right positions, which I'm terrible at with this tank, you can really do some serious damage. I do really like this tank, and I do okay in it. Now, my son Ryan always does way better than me. I think I have like a 52 or 53% win rate with this, which is not great, considering some of the tank destroyers that I have are in the 60s. So, but, whatever. You can't win them all. I've not been spotted yet, but I'm also being stupid here. Hopefully I'll get into this bush. This George bush. Gotta keep an eye on my butt. Hoping that T-3045 shows up again. So we'll give him a nice 300. Oh, poor Stuart. There's the T-3045. Unfortunately, he's on the other side of the tracks. And we are about to get overrun. So I am definitely spotted at this point. And I need to get tucked in. Though I didn't see the spotted go off, but I wasn't. Probably should be paying better attention. Now, the downside is, of course, with all of these Joyman tanks, the gun depth is awful, and I'm spotted. So get down, get down, get down, get down. Ha ha ha! Thank you. Angling working for you. This is terrible. Our team should not be doing this. I'm getting side shots, so I'm just going to hang here. KV-1S. I'm going to get back in this little nook. Our team is once again, even though we're doing okay over on this side, our team over there is not doing so good. Down. Good. These guys are getting daring here. KV-1S. He's going to push it. Come on, get your gun up. Ugh. And of course, yeah, there's the gun handling. I didn't let it aim, and I woofed. And a shot that needed to be hit, too. It was not a good shot to whiff. But somebody else got him, so. Here comes the artillery. I need to get down. Whoops. Keep them lit. I wish this M... There we go. Our team is still... God dang it. Oh, gosh. Stupid team. Easy 8. He probably won't be able to penetrate me, so... But I will, boom, get rid of him. This is a bad position to be in because... well, I'm having a great game. But our team is... We're not going to win this, I don't think. It's already just too bad. Look at this, they all know I'm here. I must be spotted still. I thought I'd be invisible by now, but they're firing in my area, so... Okay, so far so good. The good news is I probably will have the artillery trained on me, so can I get up over here? Let's see. No, I'm going to get spotted right away, and they're probably, I would imagine, if they're smart. Nope. You know, once again, the short view range does not help. Come on, guys, stop! Oh, jeez. Well, I'm hoping I can squeeze in. Stupid team. Trying to make him look. Try to get them concerned. I don't think we have anything much left. Wow, just bad. Their T-3485 is owning our team. Here's where the gun handling sucks. And I missed. And I'm spotted, which means that he's going to be firing on me soon. Gotta find the other dude fast because he's fired at me. Wow, and we've lost the entire team. And this is what I'm dealing with. You know, it's like... uselessness. Keep moving. Don't stop. What is there, SU-100 AFK, or is he aiming at me? Yep. Ah, he had a kit. Hopefully he'll bounce, but he probably won't. Stupid team. I'm gonna try. No promises. Oh my gosh. This team is unbelievable. Shoot. Yeah. What's he using? Is he using the 76? Crap. Bunch of BS. And he's probably using gold ammo. What are you gonna do? Well, I tried. Yeah. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I mean, that was an awesome game. I kicked some serious butt. Yeah, 2,200 damage. I mean, this tank just performs. It is, and of course I was top tank, so that makes a difference too, but I tore them to shreds, and our team just fell apart. What can you do? I just... the last 2 weeks, I didn't play. I did not play World Tanks this entire week. I popped on, I think, for like 3 or 4 battles, maybe Monday or Tuesday, and it was still terrible, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play until I have to do my review. So anyway, maybe this vacation will be good for me. I'm really kind of... You know, I love this game, but there's points where it's like, dude, do you seriously have to put me on every single team of, you know, whatever. And I'm sure we all feel like that at times, but you can see the last, I played 3 games in this one trying to get a good video. You know, just one in here, but one here, last 5 games or more, I've lost. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. I lost. I mean, that's not horrible, but a 40% win rate for the night sucks. That just sucks. And you know, I can't do anything about the stem of what's going on in the game. I think it's because, like I said, the kids are getting ready to go back to school, and they're junking out on World Tanks before they have to start doing their homework and stuff. But it just, the teams have been so bad the last 2 weeks. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, I had that was a carry right there. I can't kill 4 tanks, especially when I'm the only one spotted and they know where I am. Now, maybe I should have gotten off the road and gone to the right into the hills. That probably would have been a better idea. But still, the Hellcat probably would have killed me. So he was obviously flinging gold. There was no way he wasn't flinging gold and penetrating every single shot with that gun, because I've played the tank with that gun and it does not penetrate the SU-122 that easily. So, but that's okay. That's the environment we play in. So. But yeah, so this is definitely, out of all of them, if you're going to buy one, this is the one. This tank is just a monster. Now, once again, 175 pen at tier 7. It's only 3 or 4 more than this guy, but it does way more damage. But 175 pen in a tier 9 battle, you are going to bounce a lot of shots, so be prepared to be frustrated. But really, this tank is a performer. And in those higher tier battles, lay back. Because you're not going to make the huge difference, and you'll still do really well. I mean, usually I want to say in these tanks, like the IS and this tank, I average between 1,200 and 2,500 damage a battle. So this is definitely a yes for me. This, more if you like collecting tanks. This is a fun tank, but it's more of a collector type thing. Between the two, I really am starting to like this tank a lot better. I really like the SU-85I. You know, on those nights when you're getting burned out at those higher tiers and people are playing like idiots, why not play on a lower tier? You're going to make more of a difference in this tank with a crappy team on a tier 5 battle than you will in this tank. So I like these lower tier tanks. The FCM Pack 40, once again, Seal Clubber. Sorry, I know Doggy Bone, you don't like that term. That is not the term that I made up. That is what they call it on the forums. They call it clubbing. And that's just how it is. I won't talk about it anymore, I promise you. But yeah, this tank is designed for tier 3 action when you need a break. And you know, they're all good tanks, and they're all going to be on sale this weekend. And there's not one single one that I would say no, don't buy it. All of these are good, fun tanks. They all do a good job. You know, that's the other thing, crew training. You know, they all have different crews, but they fit different types of tanks. The Dickermax has a decent-sized crew. Obviously, the E25 is a little more limited on its crew, but there are 4, like the Hetzer and the Stug B. Those are also 4-man crews, so you can train those guys in here. The Dickermax holds a 5-man crew. That's going to be some of your Ferdinands and stuff like that. And then, of course, if you get the Jag Tiger 88, you can train everybody. So, same with the AT-15A. This is an exact fit for the AT-6, AT-7, I'm sorry, AT-8 and AT-7 crews. So this is all my AT-7 crew. They fit in both tanks. Great trainer. This fits a lot of the French tanks. Not all of them, but it fits a lot of them. Great trainer. Once again, this fits a lot of the Soviet crews. So all of these tanks are good for training your crews. They all have good crew training abilities. So they're all worthwhile. I love every single one of these tanks. I play them all the time. You saw some good, you saw some bad, but you know, what can I say? On all of them, I'd say between this one and the E25, obviously both being tier 7s, these are the best money makers. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. Have a great night, and I will see you guys again the first week of September. Don't do anything crazy. And if you have any questions, please leave them. I will be checking my email. I do have access. And I probably will be playing, too. So if you want to hook up or whatever and you see me online, just send me a chat. And if I'm available, I'll definitely platoon with you guys. So, but I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. Enjoy the video, and have a great 2 weeks. Bye.